What's up guys, Devon here coming at you again with another episode of Car Guide. As you know, we have been building my daily driver. We've been swapping it with the JDM engine, and today's the day that everything comes together. So all the work you've been following along with us, if you're new, well, you're seeing the end result of all the work we've been doing throughout the series. So I'm stoked you've been here this long. So right now, you probably can't see too much of it, but it's almost there. I've been buttoning up the bottom end, so the exhaust is bolted down. I need to find one bolt. I'm working on the carrier bearing for the CV axle right now, and then other than that though, the whole bottom end's done. So the only thing left to do now is the intake manifold and the harness that goes with the intake manifold, intake, radiator, fluids. That's it. Oh, and battery. So we're almost done. Like, it's so close. I'm really excited. I'm really happy. It's been a long time coming, and it's finally all coming together. All this hard work and pain and blood and sweat and swear words finally coming together for an awesome climax to this awesome build. So thank you for coming along this far, and let's get to it. So from what you've seen last night or the last video, we had just gotten it in and we started buttoning up the harness. So right now this side of the harness is pretty much done, outside of the knock sensor, because I want to put the intake manifold on first. And then this is the intake side of the harness, so this all goes for intake manifold, that all goes intake manifold. Spark plugs are in, all new spark plugs. That means to be clean. O2 sensors are in, transmission's hooked up. I need to find the bracket for that so I can connect that correctly. This is again for the intake battery. So it's almost there, it's really close. Oh, and put on the ignition module as well. So after that, so the bottom of it's done. Probably can't see too much down there, but exhaust is back on. The bolts covering the torque converter back on, and we're pleased. So it's almost there. I'm really excited. So let's, I was putting on the carrier bearings, really hard, tight space. So I probably won't film that part because it's like back behind the engine and up inside. It's just really hard to see. So I'll get that on. Then once that carrier bearing's on, I can focus solely on the top side of the engine stuff. So let's go. What's up guys? Updates coming at you right now. So carrier bearing bolted on tight. It's good to go. Axles are all good to go. Pretty much everything is almost good to go in terms of the harness. All the harness that I can get to now that does not require the intake manifold to be put on is good to go. So the only thing left to do, I got to figure out one plug that I haven't found yet. Put on the battery tray, put on the intake manifold, put on the harness, put the battery in, put the fluids in, and then I can start it up. So it's looking like it's going to be able to fire up today. I'm pretty excited about that. My knife. It's cool. It was cheap. It works. It cuts. Yeah, I was running water in the engine the last time, so I'm gonna be running straight coolant this time. I only ran water because I had a lot of cooling issues, so I spent a lot of time changing hoses and cooling parts, water pumps, all that stuff, and it's just like, I can't keep putting coolant in this thing, so I just kept water in it for that while because I kept changing stuff. But now that that's all done, I'm going to put the cool back in it.
Alright, hey guys, as you can see it's December and I'm baby smooth. So, Ben,
It's Devon.
we had a major setback, so we're back here again. It's not good because Coffee and Cars is only 3 days away because it's the 2nd, and the goal is to get it to Coffee and Cars.
Right? It's Friday. It's tomorrow morning.
Oh crap, 1 day away, 1 day away. So, I'm gonna let Devon tell you a little bit about what happened.
Alright, so as you can tell, it's the next day, like I said. Yesterday, when we left off yesterday, I just gotten everything buttoned up. Had gotten the exhaust on, carrier bearings on. Most of the harness is actually on, spark plugs were in. So all that got taken care of, and I was really excited, moving forward. And then I noticed there's a big problem. And now it's gonna be a lot more work, but we're gonna get it done. basically what has to happen is
everything has to come back.
Yeah, everything on the timing start of the engine has to come back apart. Forgot to swap the cam position sensor over from my old engine to the new engine, and that just requires the whole front of the engine to come back off, and also part of the cam on the rear head. So let's get to work. That's also a key thing that we can take away from this is if you're going from an engine that has a distributor to a distributor-less engine, definitely look out for the cam position sensor. You know, that might be something that needs looking into, so keep that in mind. If I have gloves and I like rip one, I'll throw it aside, and if I get another hit and rip that one, I'll throw it aside, and that gives you a spare set of gloves made with, yeah. Oh, ironically enough, it's that one.
Oh. You can even see the scar.
It's the same glove that gave me this scar. I don't know if you can see it, but that's funny.
Okay, as you can see, this is the JDM pulley. It's for a distributor car, and it is not like the other, which has this notch here for a cam sensor to read. That is right here. You can see we're moving along nicely now. It's coming apart a lot faster than we thought, so that's good. I was worried. Oh man, that ISO.
Alright, so now we gotta get the timing back.
That's good. Alright, so the battery died, but yeah, it's coming along. Right now we're taking the tensioner off, so you're basically gonna see the timing belt done again, but in car this time, which is probably more realistic to however you're gonna be doing it. It's coming along smoothly though. No hang-ups yet. Knock on golf ball.
So, the pulleys are off, timing belt's off, so now we're going to swap them over. Alright, so you can see the right one, this is the JDM pulley that we just pulled off. This is the USDM pulley that we're putting on. As you can see, the notch is missing on the JDM pulley.
Turn it around.
Right there, see the notch really well. So, let's get to work.
Later.
Evening, we are back. The 626 is back where it was before we had the setback, so we're right back on track now. As you can see, it's dark, but I'll show you what's going on here. Would you look at that? It looks exactly as it did, except now it has this little guy, the cam sensor. And what a world of difference that's gonna make. It's kind of raining on us right now, so we're dealing with that. This is sloppy camera work. Devon's looking for something, I'm not sure what. Yeah, so what all do we have left?
Intake manifold, radiator. That's it. Battery.
Intake, manifold, and battery. That's how close we are, so stay tuned. Alright, so the intake's all on, guys. We're just putting on the ignition coil right now.
That goes right there, wasn't it?
I believe so. That's where I remember it being. Of course, I haven't seen it in a while. And that's what happens when you put umbrellas on top of your car. You can't even see that, can you? Umbrella mod. Everybody, okay, so as you can see, we're back, which means only one thing: we are where we need to be. We are ready for the first start. We're ready for coffee and cars in the morning, hopefully. Just got to set the car down, tighten down the wheels, and we're gonna go for the first start. So watch us do it.